or whatever. They are the ones that have taught us how to do it, and that's why we are doing what we are doing. But that notwithstanding, this truth is that everything is expected. What is happening now, if you are an ardent and keen follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, listening to his broadcasts, there is nothing today that will surprise you. Because whether I will call it prediction, or I will call it premonition, or whatever, all the oceans and everything that comes with it, he has said all these things before. So when we listen to him today, it's like we're listening to him. When we listen to, not today, when we listen today on what he said 4 or 5 years ago, it looks like he said them today. But that is not the truth. Because this man has a sight. Like, let me explain to you that there are people out there who think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the chosen one. It's not the one that has come in. Somebody told me, I'm waiting for God. Any day God says I should move, I will move. I say, keep on waiting. Keep on waiting, because we're coming to the end of this journey. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was ordained to do what he's doing. Whether you like it or not, you like the way he's doing it or not, you have no reason to ask, to doubt, to argue. There's no argument about it, because the man himself said it from the beginning of his journey. Anybody who thinks he's out there that knows he can do it better than I'm doing it, please step forward and start doing it. But rather than do that, most of you come out there. First of all, they start by, some will come in with the trickish way. We are IPO, we are XYZ of IPOB. No, absolutely not. You cannot be anything of IPOB. We are the indigenous people of Biafra, period. If you want to create whatever you want to create for yourself, go ahead and do it. These people, they know they have no clouds. Nnamdi Kanu did not start this agitation by grabbing people from left, right. No, he was only talking. And he made boast of it at the time. That you will never remain the same if you listen to my broadcast. And that is the truth. I personally, I did not. I did not remain the same after I listened to him, because that's why I'm talking today on the IPOB. Yes, there were people that were here before us. Everybody will tell you that nobody gave them a placard. Nobody went with a helicopter flying there and spreading placards and telling you what to do and what not to do, where to belong and where not to belong. No. All he needed to do was listen to the radio. That's what somebody did to me. He said, I know you very well. That was my brother. He said, I know you too well, and I know the way you think. I want you to listen to this man. Every day my brother will persist, listen to this radio, listen. I said, okay, let me just oblige you. I listened the first day. I said, that's what I used. And he kept talking, and for whatever reason, I was listening and I was frowning. That kind of thing. You don't like a soup, but you have to eat it, because for whatever reason, you don't know why I didn't know why I was still listening. I kept on listening and listening. I didn't stop. Even though in my heart I was criticizing him, I was condemning what he was doing. But I kept listening. If you were in high school, I don't know, if you're small high school, a boy at the same time, again the second time. Eventually I was listening and I didn't know why I was listening, but I kept listening. I wasn't interested in anything else except that, until when they arrested him. I said, whoa. So I became a member of IPOB. That's as simple as that. So I don't think anybody can talk me out of it. That's the point I'm trying to make. 99.9% of those who are in IPOB that came in there genuinely by listening to this man, you can't change them. But when they who came on the roadside, they come in, they just blah, 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 blah. They're going to the top, they're making an announcement, this, that, announcement, that. As a child, rice was something that we don't eat every time. So the Sundays, that mama, it Saturday before then, and the butcher say rice, then a man rice, the next day. So that was a very special day for us. So when they start butchering all these things, you see that these people are not real. That wouldn't be infiltrators that will be removed. They will all go. And chai for the nefro. Now if you know these two shall pass. Or somebody who the king said come and tell me why you're always very happy. He said, okay, I'll bring you something. I have an antidote. I have something I'm going to give you so that you'll be able to go through your problems. And the king said, the next day he brought a box and gave to the king. And the king said, anytime you're not happy, look into that box. Yeah, anything you see, they just bring out this thing. And the king was unhappy one time, and he went to the box, brought out something, and he looked at it and he says, these two shall pass. All this people, people talk IPOB wabara. When you think you are so important in this thing, all they need to do is just remove you one day. Before you know it, feature a map. You're out. And you think it's a joke, you disappear. When Mazi started, he didn't start alone. He had people. He had, before even those of us, there were people that were there, they were tough for them. Some were, according to them, scientists, oil merchants that even brought Obasanjo to office, and the rest of them. Ebeka Hanchano. Busa. Feeling a buga. And a buga. And a dogger. Or the Kongolifeji. Anything is empty. So what we are saying is that these two shall pass, no matter what they say about us, those who remain will remain. It's like a war. You're projecting, you're going to capture a place. Many of you will die. You go through ambushes and shoot you down, you die. Even if it's only 4 people that get to the end, at least they've gotten to where they're going. Marathon race. That succumb. When I remember New York Marathon, when they want to start, you go to Brooklyn Bridge. That's where they started. There are thousands of them, hundreds of people trying to run, and in the end, who gets there? 2 or 3 people. The rest of them will fall on the wayside. So this is the same thing with IPOB. Many of us will fall on the wayside, either voluntarily or involuntarily, or through the making of our own. The important thing is that it's a race. If you are tired of this race, step aside. Nobody is forcing anybody to do anything. The speculation, the story is always too much. They come and say everything. Now let me go to this Fulani man that he's talking, to tell you that what people say about certain things, you know where the blames come from. Nigeria will jump at any given opportunity. The government, the so-called people like the likes of Lai Mohammed, they will jump at any given opportunity and twist issues because they're trying to make themselves relevant. But it doesn't work. The British government says something about asylum seeking and the rest of them, which is quite normal. They don't go out there and give you asylum. Then they twisted it. The thing became a history. They jumped. In fact, they celebrated it. I'm not saying about twisting. They celebrated it that, oh, now we've conquered. Yeah, British government says IPOB is a terrorist organization. They did it. They came out and said, we'll not talk so. Everything when we talk, his publication is not right. You think they are uncivilized? These people are civilized people. Fulani, forget about beating about the bush. Civilization has eluded you guys. You don't have anything to say about civilization. So when you want to quote anybody saying something, quote it correctly. And here, all of you is saying, I swear to the Almighty God that the government is the one arming us. That's a Fulani man. Let me put on what he's saying, then I'll read them out. Let me see.
I swear by Almighty
God, the government is the one arming us. We the Fulani don't know. Only cows and cows don't give birth to guns. I swear to God.
Yes. Amma lokacin da na dawo na tsinci kaina a cikin wannan abun, wallahi ina mamaki kullum ina tunanin rayuwata, saboda mahaifana akalla a kasar dan banga da.
Yeah, sorry, the thing skipped. I don't know why. However, the man is saying, swearing by Allah, that It's the government that gives us guns. We don't know how to use guns. We don't use guns. Actual cows don't give birth to AK-47 and AK-45, whatever we use. So it's the government that's giving us these things, and that's why we are doing what we are doing. You see, the truth is coming. The truth will always remain. We have always said it in IPOB, our Radio Biafra, that the truth is like the oil that you try to send down a bucket of water. Let's say you have an oil full in your hand, you dig your hand down the bucket of water, and as soon as you open your hand, the whole oil there comes to the surface. They will always be on the surface, on top. That is the truth. No matter how you try to suppress the truth, it will eventually come. It doesn't matter when it comes. It may not come that time. The people have died for saying that the world was round. I read all that in history, in the books. That said that the world was round. Somebody say, "Wow, how dare you say that the world is round?" When the king and have known that the world is like a slope. There's a place you get to, you disappear. The world did not change and become a square or a slope. No, it stayed round. No matter how many people that were killed, just to convince people that the world was not round, the world remained round. It never changes. So truth is something that is consistent. It doesn't change. It doesn't change because you want it to change. No. White remains white. Unless you paint it there. Even if you rub with a paint and you wash off the paint, you see the whiteness is still there. That is the way life is. So the zoo can be trying all they are doing. They can tell all the lies they want. They can tell everything. They can tell the story, make it sound very, 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 very delicious, like a food that they eat. But you know, the sourness is still there. Nigeria is completely out. There is nothing called Nigeria today. Whether you like it or not, everything is already just a manifestation that we'll talk. They're just living in the Zoom, in the picture that we have a country. Which country do you have? People are clamoring they want to be president of the zoo. Selfish people, especially our own people. The selfishness is overwhelming. Because when you look at it, what do they really think they're going to offer? The people going and buying application forms, spending hundreds of millions of naira. Even though they say naira is worthless, but it is not worthless because 100 million is quite some money. They're spending this money to buy a form, knowing very well that they are not going to win the election, that there's no such thing as Nigeria. Because of their selfishness, money that they have stolen, so piled it up that they don't know what to do with it. So the best I can do is, it's not like me, sometimes when I look at the bank account that the money is too much, you start looking for people you are going to give something. Yeah, but these people, the money is so much, they don't even sleep at night. They are worried that this money is too much and we have to spend it one way or the other. So they go and buy a party form. Realize even the one that calls himself Bakari, a pastor, where did he get 100 million? If he's really a pastor that he claims to be. Some people say it's tithe. Tithe money is not your money. If you really know what tithe is all about, it's not your money. It's the money that is given to you by people not to use to buy a political form, but to help society, to help people. It might not even be your member. Just people in need. You have the audacity, the guts to go out there. You call yourself wow. You see, when I was in high school, we used to have Reverend Fathers. I don't know any of them that is so rich. And it's something they go out to work, irrespective of the fact that they are priests, they see Sunday masses, they still go out. Some of them are lecturers in the schools there. Some teach in other schools. Some work in the hospital. At least they have a job. So they are not. But you sit down there, you have nothing to do. If you want to get into this issue, because some people say, is it because he's a pastor? No. What example are you showing really? Keep fooling yourself, all of you. It's all the money that you stole, because you're not going to be president for any country. Not even president of your house. Talk of Nigeria. And all you Ifulefus that call themselves from our region, our so-called elders, when they talk, they say, what we the elders see sitting down. Those of you standing up cannot see them. Now I ask you. Not that lie, fat lie. I'm telling you honestly. The biggest lie of the century. That thing was just a proverb that somebody just said it. When the world was wise. When the old people were wise people. The white beard people. When they were what they are. But today I realize it through the teachings of my leader, Mazi Nnamdi, that even a fool grows white hair when he gets old. I remain a fool. So when you come as if I for sitting down, those young boys cannot sit. No. What do you really see? You see Nigeria that is crumbled, that is finished. And you are still there buying application form for 1 million naira because you want to become president. Nah. It's in here. What do you see? What is it that you have seen? These people need to be sanitized. They need their head examined because I think there's a problem with them. Serious one. Very, very serious problem, honestly. Because if anybody can sit down there and is hoping, especially if a Biafran, is hoping to be president of, now they are using it as a threat. IPOB, they flavors. Those who are standing on the mountain top that doesn't see anything, with you, the wise man sitting at the bottom. Now, you know, when you see the truth and you call it, you know, like I remember one of our brothers called here and was saying about a man whom they were beating, that he stole something, and they were crowding, they were trying to beat him, and that he stole something, and then he had a bag, and they asked him to open. The older man looked into the bag and said, but there was something that he stole in that bag. The old man said, you know, why do you want to kill this person? Look at the bag. I'm looking at it. There is nothing in the bag. Okay, where? That's what these people are. All of you are there. You were waiting. Your children are protesting, telling you that there is something wrong. You are there watching them. You are there seeing them killed. You are there seeing most of them being put in prison. You are there telling them that they have no job. They are jobless people. That's why they have time to do what they are doing. Then all of a sudden, election time has come in. You are now beginning to realize that what these kids were saying is very correct. So what do? You use the same people who are fulefus, the people who are idiots that don't know anything. You are now using them to achieve what you want. If you don't give us the presidency, if you don't zone it to us, we are going to opt out of Nigeria. We are going to, in other words, we are going to join the fulefus. For now. I don't understand it. The fulefus, the people that have nothing, that don't know anything. That have jobless people. That's what you call them. Then all of a sudden, they have awakened the consciousness, given up their lives. Nnamdi Kanu, where is he today? Isn't there? What hasn't he gone through? Just for you to have a voice. And then you pretend as if he was not doing anything. Then all of a sudden, because you want to be president, you are now threatening that if they don't give you what Nnamdi Kanu is asking, if they don't give you presidency, you're going to join him. In other words, he's the bet. The worm that they put in a hook to catch the fish. That's what IPOB is for you. But alone, you people are just wasting your time. You're wasting your divine time and your time and your time and your time, and you keep on wasting because there's nothing you can do. Presidency itself, you get tomorrow and here because we don't need presidency. We don't need it. Come out and set us free. The leader of the elders, I heard him say something like, somebody being enslaved. We don't want to be enslaved because those of you who went to school will know that there are some people that drown themselves because they don't want to be slaves. Of course, that is a true story. So why are you still where you are? Or you call your pencil grateful? These people are older people that can say just about anything. When you're a man, nothing. They won't even invite you. Because the moment you keep quiet, the moment you stop talking, that's when they can kill you. But most of you are so corrupt that the people, you are just fish in the pond. They have given you that forbidden fruit and you have eaten it, so you are paying for it. Akwa for mom why you read na Facebook. Nigerian women, maybe Biafra women, or maybe because they will say, "Oh, you bukarago." They will see banja the hammer, mbombo. I'm done looking at that picture. I say, I don't think that woman why you don't know yes really read no, either I lived on Yama or one of us will have to go. Because you exhibiting your stupidity, your ignorance. What do you people looking for? You can support anybody that you want to support. It doesn't really matter. But only believe that is as an idiot. It affects even because those women are most of them will be like no. So you just about nobody. I saw it. That is, I couldn't believe what I was saying. Oh, has it got into this? Look at that politics. Only one happens. Osibanjo on what grounds? Osibanjo can be a president. It doesn't matter to the zoo. But I don't see anybody in our own community going out there to talk about this. Those who are talking about being president of the zoo in the Bani, we are waiting, we are watching. Umaka are watching. They all have their eyes to see what is going on. I saw it on Facebook. But they can do whatever, like I said, they can do just about what they want to do. But the truth is that because in the end, Biafra will emerge. Our leader told us that these things will happen. It's not unexpected. We expect it to happen, and it's happening, but eventually, at the end, Biafra will be realized. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Praise the Lord! Children of God, it is time to sing praises unto the Lord our God, for He alone is worthy of our praise. So clap your hands together wherever you are as you sing His praise. Amen. Amen. Father, to you be all the glory. To you, Jesus.
Announcement. There will be 7 days fasting and prayer for IPOB/Biafrans worldwide from Wednesday, the 11th day of May to Tuesday, the 17th day of May 2022. Theme: Enemy cannot decide the fate of God's children. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 24. These prayer points and all the categories are all available in all IPOB platforms. So get there and choose the category that is perfect for you. Let us pray. Who we trust will grant us our heart desires, which is total freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra soonest. He said, this message was prepared by Evangelist Ozako Agnes Nwokike, Pastor Frederick Clement Nwohia, Pastor Chris Wise, Reverend Owen Ebubechukwu, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Affairs Committee, Umochineke. Let us pray and Chukwu Kikabiama will answer.
All right, this one comes up tomorrow, starts up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 11th day. So for those of you who are willing to do it, who have enough strength to do it, please join what we are doing. Join it, because it's a prayer. Don't forget our leader. Attention is focused on our leader going to court this month on the 18th. That's with the court date. So we are focused on it, and most of you excuse me, all of us will have to wake up And make sure that we are tuned in. Do what you have to still do as Biafrans. Do not be relent. Don't relent. Keep your eye focused on the ball. The eye on the ball is the most important thing, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. We are here. The self-defense has been officially activated in Benue State by the state governor, meaning that something terrible is on this way to Middle Belt. Well, I don't know what that is, but I know very much that our leader have told us, go on, Yakubu, go on, you will not die, you will be alive to see what you have created, because that is exactly what is going on to happen to all of you. All right, I have, let's listen to this.
Across the country with security operatives overstretched, the Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has enjoined residents to rise up to the occasion by using any form of legal weapon in self-defense, no matter how local. Ortom, who made the call in Makurdi, the state capital, insists that the days of running helter-skelter and being intimidated have passed.
The burning issue of national concern is the steady decline in security, which naturally takes front burner of discussions in any gathering.
You proscribe IPOP. Within IPOP did not kill anybody until that time. IPOP shot no gun. And IPOP was proscribed as a terrorist group. Now these people are taking sophisticated weapons. They are all over the country. Until this moment, the Fulani killer headsmen have not been proscribed as a terrorist group. And they are the worst terrorist group on earth. So it means that if you are silent over evil, you are part of the evil.
For everyone who is a Benue man or women, for this reason, as the governor of Benue State, I have upgraded women to be men in Benue State. So every woman in Benue State, take the weapon that you can confront our enemies, wherever they are. Bring your AK-47. We'll bring our own locally lawful arrows and spears and cutlasses and this thing, and deal with the situation.
He agreed with the Christian leader that it was high time to fight for the soul of the country.
There was time for killing, but the time for killing have gone. Today it is time to live and to walk, to exercise our faith and fight for the soul of our state and the soul of our nation.
Ortom, who declared war on his state's assailants Thursday during an expanded stakeholders meeting, insists that the days of surrendering to bandits are over.
So no more crying again. We're not crying.
Don't find out. AIT News.
All right, you see, that is correct. That is the right direction. It was in the right direction, but unfortunately, this has possibly been overlived. It's been a long time that we are supposed to have done this. Because your son, Yakubu Gowon, is one of you. Is the one that used you guys. Because Ahmadu Bello said it. We're going to use you as a willing tool to achieve what we want. You guys wake up and you are seeing it happening and nobody's saying anything. Ortom is there to speak. He's done his part by speaking. Whether you want to adhere to what he says or not, that's left for you. But the truth is that it's not going to be easy. If you sit down there and fold your hand, they're going to wipe you off. They have used you. They said it. It's their leader, Ahmadu Bello, said it, that we are going to use the North. And they're going to use the Middle Belt as a willing tool. We will not even allow you to grow. We'll use you and we're going to dump you. You are willing tool actually in their hands. I am happy that you are waking up. Honestly, I'm very, very happy that you are waking up, and that's what you're supposed to do in the first place. Because if you keep quiet, these people are not ready. The Fulanization has been a plan that's been on for years. It didn't start today. They did not just start today to do what they are doing. What they are doing is what they have planned over the years. And then we can see it that they are willing to do it. But you are not going to fold your hands and sit down and let these people destroy you. If you sit down there and think you are playing with people that have no brain, they will behave like mad people because they have no brain, actually. So, calling on your people to defend themselves, of course. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has said it again, the dragon flag. When the dragon flag goes up, nothing changes. So if you are going to sit down there and let this people come and eliminate your people, the TVs, in those days, growing up as a child, when we sit down as children, we talk about certain things. I know the people of the TV, we used to regard them as the warriors, the best warriors that they have, because our parents would talk about them and we listen as children, and then we keep them there. During the war, to be precise, during Biafra war, you all recognize them because they're always very skinny and tall. Gudu, that's the name we give them at that time. Say they are gudu. They didn't know that you were being used. The same people that used you are the people that are killing you today. Because when you attack us, you're attacking the children of the light. And when you attack the children of the light, you get in trouble. There are no two ways about it. You have to leave us alone. Biafra is the light of Africa. And we are going to get our independence whether you like it or you don't like it. It doesn't matter when. We are not placing time on it. Because there's some of us in generation will pass through, but it's not going to end. Because I know that if after the Biafra war we had started this stuff, without even looking back, by now we could have achieved what we want. But now that this light that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has set, the light will keep burning. No matter what we do, no matter what anybody does. It's a process. It comes one by one. It comes gradually. I listened to somebody yesterday and a clip that he sent to me. The man was talking and it's making a lot of sense. But you know something? The ears that take them, it goes from one ear and passes through the other ear. It's like if you understand what I'm saying, vibration keeps going. It doesn't just go straight. There has to be an interval. There has to be a place where there'll be a change in direction. If you allow it, it's going to go round and round and round. If you don't enforce it on the interval, it's not going to join up. It's very music. Those of you who play keyboard, you know what I'm talking about. There's always interval. So what they are doing in the zoo, the interval is what we are doing right now. We're enforcing it because there has to be a change. If you don't do anything, it will not change. It will continue going around in a cycle. The same story that you've been hearing since you were 10 years old, you'll be hearing them after you've passed 70, you're still hearing the same story. It is not going to change because you allowed the interval to pass through without reinforcing, without doing something. You have to have a friction for you to get a result. So this man that I'm talking about was saying something, and he's been in government and he's addressing. Let's listen to him and see what is right. And before we open our lines, you can see that some people are trying to call, but we have to wait. We have to get through before we open up the line. Listen to this.
And I took out time to see some police officers. One of them told me, he said, he doesn't go to work again in his uniform. He finds new routes to go to work. He's a divisional police officer. He says he has 50-something men. Only about 14 can come to work on any day. How does he stay when people that are 40 are coming to attack his police station? So they go to work every day thinking about escape route from the office, thinking about how to survive for the day. Now he tells me that his greatest fear now is for his family. So that he hasn't been able to take a decision about criminality because at the end of the day after work, he has to go home and he lives within the community. He doesn't live in a barracks. So he can't take a decision and stay within the barracks where he's protected. He has to go back to that society where everybody lives, where the people can say, DPO is back home. So he is constantly now afraid of his own life as an.
I want the politicians to listen to this very attentively. He said something here that's very remarkable. You destroy your home, you think, wait, where do you think you're going to go? You're going to come back to the society, we know who you are. I'm just saying this not because I want to say it. I'm only saying it for those who have ears that can hold that message. Because it goes in here and goes out the other way. Oh, let's do what we want to do. When it's time for politics, we'll use them. We'll give them money, they come and vote for us, then we'll go. It's okay. Let's listen to this guy. I'm telling you, Chidoka is his name actually.
Every day, thinking about escape route from the office, thinking about how to survive for the day. Now he tells me that his greatest fear now is for his family, so that he hasn't been able to take a decision about criminality, because at the end of the day after work, he has to go home.
Yeah.
And he lives within the community.
That's right.
He doesn't live in a barracks. So he can't take a decision and stay within the barracks where he's protected. He has to go back to that society where everybody lives, where the people can say, DPO is back home. So he is constantly now afraid of his own life as an individual. He's worried about his family. A second police officer that I spoke to, whose father was a police commissioner, they just left the country. He said he can't continue. That every day is tension. He just can't continue. He can't continue being at the state of war without the necessary equipment to fight that war. Because how do you have a police station with 14, 15 police officers at a duty when the unknown gunmen will come in 40, 50 numbers? I mean, it's not possible. Me and you know that if you go to a police station today, you will need to buy your own foolscap sheet to write your statement. Don't you know that? Don't you know that if you are detained in the police today and you have malaria, you have to buy your own medicine? In fact, the person that reported you have to bring money to buy medicine so that the police can get you anti-malaria medicine. They have no budget for it. The police budget for fuel, and I use that argument because I have managed the Federal Road Safety Corps. The police budget for fuel translates to about 1 liter a day for their vehicles and for all their police stations in the country. Yeah, you know that if you have a police orderly with you, given by the police, you have to give him money to buy bullets. That the police does not supply him bullets. Don't you know that Nigeria's elite are buying bullets for their police? That they're buying bulletproof vests for their police? All these police you see with Nigeria's elite are not getting any bullets from the police force. They are buying it. They know that there's a black market for bullets in Lagos, in Onitsha, in Enugu. There's a black market for police. The Nigerian state has no capacity. The capacity had been weakened over time. It's not a blame I put on just the APC. It is a capacity that has been weakened over time. One of the things I've always pointed out is, every time Nigerian says we have high recurrent expenditure, I said, no, we don't have high recurrent expenditure. We have high personnel expenditure. We hire high salaries. Because we hire people without the requisite money for the work that they're hired for to be done. So you hire 100 police officers and you put them in a police station and they have one vehicle. How is that going to happen? Don't you know that Nigerian police officers buy their own uniform? Are you not aware that Nigerian security officers use MTN modem for internet to send emails in the DSS, in NIA, that they are using modem, that they have no secure platform of communication? Don't you know that? Don't you know that the Federal Executive Council, that the memos that are written and typed in the office of the Cabinet Secretariat have no secured communication?
They're sent at yahoo.com?
Yes, you go there now and check. I reported it about 3 times to President Jonathan when I was in office. I said, anytime I go to a meeting, everybody is presenting at Gmail, at Yahoo, at this. From security forces. The Nigerian state needs to rebuild capacity. The consensus that was created in June 12, 1993 was because after many months of years of shenanigans by the Babangida administration, the political class decided enough is enough. You have banned, unbanned us, and this, we need to come together and get somebody to get you out. So the June 12th election, contrary to every expectation, happened very peacefully across the country. People voted across ethnic lines just to get the military out. Where we are today is almost akin to that. What country do you want to govern? Which country? If you're in Abuja, Buhari cannot go to Kaduna by road. He can't unless he deploys all the military forces in Abuja to go by road. The military generals that teach in the Defense Academy in Kaduna, they all go by train to Kaduna. Now people are flying to Kanu and driving by road to Kanu, to Kaduna. So the country that we're in now, even the elites, after the accumulation of the wealth, after everybody has taken the money, because it's interesting to me that all the people that are running for president who are ready to pay 100 million or 47 million, many of them are serving political officers who we know their salaries. So we know that it is just not on. The country they are going to rule is going to be Abuja and Lagos. And what will worsen it is that the Niger Delta oil theft will continue to grow. So very soon, they won't even have the resources. I mean, this morning I heard the federal government is out again for another Eurobond. They are looking to raise another Eurobond. So they have to keep raising Eurobonds because the dollars is just not there. The country is in a crisis. The debt of the federal government to the central bank is unbelievable.
Yep. That's what I said. But he's talking, it's making sense. But does it stick? No. 100 million to buy an application form from a civil servant who's serving the government, you know his salary. Where did he get the money from? And Nigerians are jumping. They're happy. Bring a Twitter, bring go to hell, all of you. Go to hell. Because it's so funny that these are you know what is coming to you, but you want to say, okay, why did they remove Jonathan from office? In the first thing, let's get him away because anybody can be better than Jonathan. I've forgotten anybody that's better than Jonathan. You are still making the same mistake over and over and over. I tell people that this Nigeria go better. I've been hearing it since I became aware of as a human being. In other words, from 4 or 5 years old. You start watching the same thing is going round in a circle, nothing will change because you have not changed anything. You have not taken advantage of the interval. You have not enforced the interval. So you keep on going around in a cycle, and that's where you're going to remain perpetually, no matter what you do. Unless you make this change, that will be good for everybody. Who told you that Biafra will mean destruction? No, Biafra is going to be good for even when you go outside nowhere. Anybody out there will enjoy it. The creation of Biafra will, bring up the creation of other ethnic groups running their own affair. And running their own affair, people say, do you think that as soon as they create Biafra, the world is going to be a better place? Go and sit down. Why don't you try? You've been trying one thing over and over and over, and there's not been any change. So what is wrong with trying another thing? Make a change. There's a change. Change is something, whether it goes up or it goes down, but change is change. You can't be eating ogbono soup. Even if you want to chop the ogbono soup, there's a point you want to eat bitter leaf soup, or you want to eat the one that is over salted, at least for a change. This is Radio Biafra. The lines are open for you. Make your calls at 646-920-4541, 845-3447-984-929-406-9953. Please be very, very considerate when you come online. Make sure you just go straight to the point and talk about it. Radio
station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Oh nana, land of the righteous, land of my originality. Land of the righteous, Biafra, land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people. Trading by barter, you give me palm oil and takes you to the end of the day. I broken civilization.
brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religious treated us amongst our brethren. With denomination teared us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana, so we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my father, the descendants of Abraham.
All right, good morning there, caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Yes. Hi, Peter, can you hear me?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you, Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter, yesterday I thought maybe your WhatsApp is not working yesterday because there's many missed calls, but you didn't pick up WhatsApp call yesterday.
I don't know what happened. The phones were messed up yesterday anyway, because that phone particularly, there was problem with it, but it's okay this morning.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. Mazi Peters, we're happy to have you back again. Thank you for my brother for coming back to address Biafrans. Biafra, love you so much. Thank you, my brother. Mazi, I just want to take this opportunity to greet Biafrans worldwide and also to make this comment before I go to what I want to say. 1 million march, 1 million march on Brussels. 14th and 15th of this next month is coming up. Please, devil to be there. No one will be missed. This march is a remarkable march. So all the whole Biafrans, entire Biafra worldwide, Oduduwas and Ambazonia, we are going to gather there, and I wish that everybody must be there. Just make up your time, and if it's your work, you can know how to schedule your work so that you will not be left out. Everybody is welcome if they were to be there. Mazi, what I want to ask this question, they said to buy a form to become a president of the zoo of the president of Nigeria cost 1 million naira. 100 million naira. 100 million naira to buy a form. They told us that the President Buhari, the current president now, if you become a president, that in your 8 years tenure, you get 40 million naira. Now my question is this. If you buy a form for 100 million and when you go to office, you get only 40 million. Mazi, who is fooling who here? Mazi, can you answer that question, please?
I don't know.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You buy a form for 100 million and you go to the office for 8 years, you get 40 million. My brother, Biafra, you should open our eyes. We have passed that stage. We are not the people that they can fool anymore. We have passed that stage. Now, Mazi, let me comment what is going on here. You see, about British, this Gotham media, they always bring a fake news. If you can remember, I think 2020 or 2021, when Al Jazeera says that Nnamdi Kanu have pleaded guilty for all the war count charges, and why the main thing is Nnamdi Kanu plead not guilty, but they say Nnamdi Kanu pleaded guilty. Mazi, do you know that we forced Al Jazeera to come out and apologize and say we are sorry, that is the media fault, it's not their fault? Who said the IPOB is not working? The same thing that happened about this saying that British proscribe IPOB as a terrorist organization. Now, as we force British to come out and make their stand, let their stand know, and they have come out today and says they are never proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization. Mas, that is the power of IPOB. Who said that we are not working? Mas, we are here. Who will challenge IPOB? Mas, we are solid. We are solid. Yeah. Nobody. Now, Mas, let me talk about a little bit about these two guys, these two fellows that they killed in. They say they killed them in nowhere. These soldiers. Mas, what happened is this: these two soldiers, they have been coupled for a long time, I think a year or so, and the rule of the army is no soldier man or soldier woman will marry each other. If we be a soldier, you don't have right to marry the fellow soldier woman. That is the law of their army for Nigerian there. That's what they told this guy. They said, this guy, if you're sure that you want to marry this girl, you have to resign as a soldier, or the lady have to resign as a soldier. Two soldiers cannot marry themselves. They have warned this guy for a long time, and this guy refuses to forward this thing to marry this girl. And after all, he decided to wear this girl. This girl is not unknown come and kill this girl. The people that kill this girl is army people. They are follow army men kill him because he refuses to obey their law. This is their law. They say their law. Two couples will be the same in army, not supposed to marry each other. Mas, that's exactly what happened. That's why they killed this two fellow, and now they attack it on non-government, even said that ESN. Mas, you see how people concoct rubbish and saying rubbish what they don't know. Mas, that's another thing. What I want to say before I drop, Mas, it's about this, this Ogidi shrine that killed this almost 50 or more than that army that go to this thing to commit crime. This thing is real, Maz. You know, I think yesterday you said why they did not publish it official. Maz, I will tell you why. If they publish it official that the shrine, Ogidi shrine killed the army, millions of, hundreds of them like that, Maz, the army man, they will never come to Eastern Speak. They will never come to our side anymore. They will be afraid to come to our side. That's why they don't want to make it publicly. And those that sympathize for only two soldiers that are killed, they are not sympathizing for 50, 60 army that died today. They never sympathize with them. They sympathize with only those two that they hear that they killed by unknown government. Mas, do you see hypocrites? Do you see how people react? Now 50 have been died, but you try and kill them. They never sympathize with them. They are only sympathizing with only two people that die. I know that we don't condone people killing people, but if you check it in the other way around, 50 or more than 50 have died. You never condone them. You never sympathize with them. Now you are sympathizing with only two that died. Talking rubbish. Mazi, that one I want to say here.
Yeah, let me ask you a quick question. Where is she from? What that lady, that soldier woman or whatever? Yeah,
the soldier woman is an Owerri girl, and the army boy is from Bronu or from northern side. I mean, from Bronu side.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So one of the.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you for calling. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The lines are still open for you at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406 and 9953. Call us. The lines are still open for you. Make your calls. To have a call coming in on straight line, caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. That's PETERS. My name is Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you once more, Mazi IYKE. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only honest human being I have ever seen in life. I want to go straight to the point. Autumn is a governor of Benue State. Autumn is the only person is the only governor in Nigeria that is defending his people. All other governors are slaves to Fulanis. Why? And somebody somewhere is jumping up and down for election. All these things is sometimes when I start to think about black race, I feel very, very bad. I ask myself, what is wrong with the black race on earth? Why black race don't want to move forward like other part of the world? The black is always, what they know is criminality, is stealing and looting. And Nigeria is their headquarters. And that is why they are doing everything to remain in darkness. What a shame of a group of people. Our leader have talked so many years, teaching. Each time you listen to the tape of our leader, you start to be a newborn again in time of reason. Our leader has been teaching how black people cannot reason. The only thing black people are more interested, when you see a black people claiming to be a doctor, a lawyer, all of that. What you know is just to blow grammar, to speak and to write, and finally corruption from his head to his toe. Nothing else. For him to think that a day will come when he will be no more on earth, he will not reason to that side. He will only thinking of his pocket. A black man will continue stealing and looting until he enter into grave. Just look at somebody like Obasanjo, Tinubu. Look at all Nigerians, promoters. What they are doing is stealing and looting until they enter inside the grave. What a shame. You cannot do something so that when you die, you will remember. Look at Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan was humiliated by Fulanis. Any statement he made, they will challenge him when he's in the as a president of Nigeria. But Goodluck Jonathan cannot stand today and think of his people. A slave. This very man is a shameless human being. He has no sense. The Fulani saw him as a drunkard. They said when he was a president, when they see that he has drunk, they carry file of contract and go and meet him. He continue signing. He don't know what he's doing. And they will go carry the money and do whatever they want to do. Today, Goodluck Jonathan is still talking about prison, deceiving his people. It has nothing to do to consider their people. All the 6 years he wasted as a president, but today it's coming out. A foolish man, a useless man.
Thank you.
A foolish man to come. I wish he will repent, or else he will be disgraced publicly. Fulani will not give him chance to be a president. A shameless human being. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I have another one coming on straight line. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name.
Hello, Mazi IYKE. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to wake up. My name is Simon Ayimbo, calling from Maria Spain. our daddy that just spoke now, he just say something that many people don't know. But we're not going to give our enemy the knife to kill our people. Let me make it clear, and I hope that you have come out to say something about the APC and the Fulani boys buying what they call it, presidential ticket for him. I don't think he will do such mistake, and when he do it, he will be the most unhappiest man on earth. He will eat and swallow his shit, but I don't think he would do such mistake. Let's move on. Now, I see some statements some of our elders are making. Let me make it clear to them. IPOB can never be any choker for anybody, or a collateral. If you don't do all this, you do this. We don't care. We are here for our freedom. Most of us have lost what we work for, to stand on what we believe. Many have died. Our leader is still in prison, taking it standing to show that not every Igbo man can be bought with money. That's why sometimes I remember his words, because some people, they ask us, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Because they think we are like others. Come and give us money, our contract, and tomorrow to start dancing, yapping. No, we come for total freedom. And any of you playing with it, thinking that you're gonna use IPOB as a joker, or if you don't do all this, you do this. You are like person dancing in the express road. You are like person dancing in the express road. Motor will kill you. I was in a place one day before, I think that after 2017, 2018, 2019, let me know, trust me. When this man that is Anambra State governor now, the day of launching of the book of Shirofodile, that Shirofodile, when we think we are joking. They didn't know where they do the primary. I don't know where he is today. If you think he's gonna come and use IPOB, think they don't know, he come and use it. No, if you try it, it will be a downfall. We are talking about our total freedom. There is a replay on Radio Biafra yesterday, even about the interview our late Dean Chukwuemeka Odumegwu gave. If after Jabori, so any of you thinking that we are doing all this thing, dying, suffering, being imprisoned, being taken away everything we have, because we say we are not interested about anything in Nigeria. If you think it is play, and a lot of people that have died, you are like somebody in the express. Our leader said, one of his words said, I owe my allegiance to the dead. Just one of my property I was driving with some idiots. That is what I wrote on it. They were asking me, why did I write this? I said, I owe my allegiance to death. Because this freedom, we're not going to go back on it. Anybody that like, they can say anything they like, they can. Which name they never call us? Do any of you know the meaning of this, my name? So what my enemy said, or what my enemy called me, doesn't do anything to me. But I know the British would be so foolish to call IPOB terrorists, because that would be the worst thing that will happen to them. We are talking about our freedom, and that's what we're gonna get.
Thank you.
All road to Belgium, Brussels. Every indigenous population being trapped in that contraption called Nigeria. This is your time to say, we don't want Nigeria. Nigeria is dead. Dead innocent killer, what have you benefit? That will be a question to every one of you. That is why Biafra for us is solution, and Biafra is what we're gonna get, and that's what we're fighting for.
Thank you, sir.
Almost say Biafra, sign off from here. Thank you.
All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. The lines are still open for you. Please give us a call. 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. Call us.
For a buriako, now waiting to discuss my buriako. Now waiting happen we know. Let's talk about a buriako. Now waiting happen for a buriako. Now waiting to discuss my buriako. Now waiting make we know. After 54 years in Nigeria, still they shake to break. After 54 years in Nigeria, still they shake to security. Life's don't go, people don't buy things, you don't spoil. But you could solve the debt, but you could fight to the debt, but you could try to stop us, but Nigerian government refused.
All right, take control of your phone when you call radio. I don't want to come in there and hear some kind of funny noise. Make sure you take control of your phone, okay? This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Whoever was coming on the USA 1, you have a problem. I mean, coming on the line 1, you have a problem on your phone. Check your phone.
Nigeria government refused to deal with problem. They fight people into theory. Genocide on us and them call them war. Them keep my people plenty, them call them war.
Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My lecturer. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the program. Are you using excuse me, are you using a headphone?
Yes, sir. Let me off it.
You have to off the headphone. Don't use the headphone in calling the radio, please.
Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you, but there's so much noise there because you're using a headphone. Talk directly to your phone, please.
Okay. You know, I'm a truck pusher. I'm inside my truck pushing.
Okay. When you want to make the call, there we
I give my greetings to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi, and I'm wishing you well. He's going to restore our flag, Biafran flag, golden flag. In fact, there is no other flag that will challenge the Biafran flag in the whole world. I greet our intelligence officers, our ESN members, everybody, including our lecturers. Special greeting to you people. The University of Biafra, short may the Elohim give us more wisdom to be controlling, to be conducted, to obey. Because our leader says, obey the last order. That is the most important thing.
Yes.
Mazi, what if you wanted to use good luck Jonathan for? They want to use him and dump him. They want to bring out good luck Jonathan as an evil man so that we will be rejoicing. To put us into confusion. Then now they will carry an Hausa man and put him as a running mate. They will kill any man. When he leaves, they will not go back and see him. They will take the matter to court because Nigerian constitution says that nobody, one man can never rule Nigeria for more than 8 years. When they win him in the court, you know, when they put the president out, the deputy will now replace him. So, I'm telling all our Biafrans, brothers and sisters, wherever you are, remember what I used to say, that one parole, they are not gather. Things are happening at the point in time. Any day you will hear me that we are going. through the power of Elohim, he will never disappoint us. Everybody should have hope. Never you get double-minded that we are going. Our leader is coming back. If always there order, he can go on baby. People go to the government. I know the I'm saying that Elohim will be protecting you and giving you the best wisdom. When Elohim teach you, then now you come and lecture. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still struggling with the noise over there. Is so much anyway. The man said he's a truck pusher. He's doing his job. And because others, I'll just pull over to the side, make your calls directly so that the noise will be less. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. The line here is 64692045541. The WhatsApp phone is misbehaving, so I think I have to get rid of this phone today. Later today, I'll have to call the company to replace it. It's not behaving well. That's why somebody said yesterday I wasn't taking calls from it. Yes, I was not, because the face is blurred. I can't find a place to pick up a call from. So give us a call in the other lines. Just ignore the 845 for now. It's 64692045541, 92940699953.
After 4 days, them still the kill, them still the shoot, them still the war. But today, everybody they run, skelter. Everybody they run, X-Men they kill, terrorists to shoot, government to thief. God don't reject Nigeria. Devil don't punish Nigeria. Nigeria government to kill my people for genocide. Our battle situation understatement. Now everybody that you come out for the matter. As this matter won't carry many people go. Let's talk about
All right, I have a call coming in. I'm Principal Officer. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. I'm Unyiku by name, calling from you, precisely in the north.
Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. I appreciate what you are doing to the Biafrans, and in fact, I'm so happy, especially to our program.
Thank you.
There I am in the north. Just to say what is going on over Cow of a thing. Where I am is it's a Kanu, one of the biggest cow markets.
Okay.
So it's called Mariri. I went there to buy meat, cow meat, and the way they packed meat for me, I say I was thanking the person. So the other person said that cow has fallen. I say the price as well. I say falling as how? He say I think our people are no longer coming to, because before you see trailer loads of this thing.
Yes.
You come and pack cow and go to east. There's a new cow, new trailer that is going to Nnamdi. Except people that are coming from Lagos. And Lagos go towards Kanu, they come to Kaduna. So the thing is affecting the price when there are even some that come to sell their own. They took it back. And so buyers did not come. So it's to see that this thing that is going on is affecting them.
Yes.
Seriously. So just to report what is going on my own side, you can investigate Kaduna market. The market is called Mariri.
Okay. Thank you so much for your call. This is very good. I'm happy to hear this. So I got okay. You know, now they are selling the meat. They come a time they come and beg you to come and take the meat for free. Don't worry about it.
That's why I just let me just call.
Thank you so much.
And a planning man came to me and was asking me, who am I? I say I'm a Igbo. Say Nnamdi. Yes, you call it Nnamdi. He said, why are people stop from buying taking cow to death. I say, well, it's Biafra people, not Igbo. Because if you identify yourself, you may be killed. I say, well, it's Biafra people. It should not say that we are doing business successfully and they are not touching us and they don't allow them. Is it fair? I say, I don't know, it's Biafra people. So,
that was a wise person.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, this is good. It's good news. This music to my ear. I love it. So that they will know. This is the way. This is part of the thing that we've been talking about. Yes, so the meat. He went to buy meat. They pack at 2 boys. This man is so kind. Why you give me plenty meat like this? The cow is not going anymore. Don't worry. There will come a time the IET in a plastic bag for free. Because our people have been stupid enough. We have been foolish in the beginning. So right now we are beginning to wisen up. That's what it is all about. There is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. We are resolute. We stay resolute. Regardless, this is very good news. I'm telling you honestly, I'm very happy about what he has just told me. And that means that now, now on our way to our victory. Oh yes, Biafra, Antago.
Don't bring victory.
Call me, the lines are still open at 6469204 541 929406995. I told you that 845 is 40 at this time, but if you try and get freedom, good luck to you.
Udoka inario. Anya toli himo for baramenu. Aye bonde Biafra, bonde judo na aga. Oge makiro makeju na aga ni. Oga de kwa rai na ma.
All right, I have a call coming in, caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Welcome to the program.
This is Ifan Chukwumadabuchi, and I'm calling from the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, and may the good Lord comfort you and your family from what you are going through. It will be all right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what please allow me to do this little announcement before I get into the discussions of today.
Yes, go ahead.
Because yes, sir. We are calling the IPOB in the Netherlands. We are calling all the Biafrans, all IPOB, all of us for freedom in the Netherlands to come on 30th of May, that is a Monday, to join us in our Independence Anniversary and our Heroes and Heroines Day. Please join us. The venue is Egoli number 9 in Amsterdam, and postcode is 1101. That is 1101 AC Amsterdam, and then it will start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Please join us. We have symposium, we have lectures, we have we have entertainment for our guests. Bring your family members and friends, even the Dutch people, bring the Netherlands people, so that we will explain to them what we are doing to restore Biafra. Bring your foreign friends who are not even Dutch, so that they will also know what we are doing and why we need the Biafra to be restored. Thank you, my brother, for this opportunity. And then I want to tell my people what is going on with this couple that were killed, that military couple that were killed.
Yes.
You see, this is called, in a military parlance, this is called false flag operation or false flag attack.
Yes.
So, they want to achieve a purpose. And then they have to kill those couple. They have an issue of 2 of them being in army, but the issue could be solved by one of them resigning. But that is not their problem. Their problem is that they have to kill them because they are expendable. They are useless. The human life is nothing to the Fulani oligarchy that are in control of everything in Nigeria, including the armed forces. They wanted to kill this couple in order to do that false flag operation. Why that false flag operation is necessary is to flood Biafra land with more of the Fulani armed forces, and then lay more siege on Biafra, and then to intimidate us the more. But we are telling them, this generation of Biafrans, it will not work, it will never work. And the more Fulani do this to us, they owe us. They owe us. And again, after that first flag operation to flood the army, there is another operation they do on us that our people must be alive to, must be aware of. This is called what they call it, the operation they do to turn the heart of our people against what we are doing. That is called the psychological operation, psyop in the military balance, psychological operation. Now, this killing of this killing of the military couple is both psyop, that is both psychological operation and false flag. The psychological part of it is to turn the heart of our people to say, oh, they killed this beautiful woman, oh, they killed this innocent man where they did nothing. Oh, is that how Biafra will be? They are working on your psyche. Never fall for that. This is not Biafran, because they didn't, this is not the operation of our security people, our vigilantes. We are not in the business of, they are not killing you. They are not telling you where these people were killed, because those men, that man and woman were supposed to wed on the same day, 9:30 in somewhere in Benue. Now, how can they be traveling somewhere in a way? Where in a way were they killed? Why didn't they show us where they killed and tell us where they killed? So these people were killed by the Nigerian armed forces for their devilish purposes. But we don't care. Even if they, and don't forget my people. Another reason they did kill those people is that Antonio Guterres was calling to the zoo called Nigeria within that period, so that we know they will talk something about Biafra inside their rooms. So when that topic comes up, they can say to Guterres, that people you are talking about, they even killed the two innocent couple yesterday. They are trying to make us black. They are trying to call us what we are not. Yes. But we don't care. Even if at the end of the day they call us, they get Britain, because all this that is happening is being machinized and plotted by the British. Our leader is in jail today because Britain wants him to be in jail. Because that's what they used to do to our people in the old. They get our people, put them in jail. If you are a strong man, giving the headache, like King Jaja of Opopo, like Nana of Insecurity, and so forth and so on, they will put you in jail. But they connect with Nigeria and Kenya, the British did it to put our leader in jail. But what I say in conclusion here is, whatever they did, whatever they call us, there's nothing that will keep us in Biafra. Even if they call out that name that we hate, we don't really care. What I don't we don't care. And so, my brother, give me this 1 minute. I'm telling our political class in Biafra land, be you Opadike, be you whoever at the elder or clergyman, whatever you are that you are playing politics in Nigeria, stop saying that you are the ones who will say it if you want it. You want Nigeria because if you want Biafra, that you are the ones who will say it. It's a big lie. If you think that you are those who will say it, tell the zoo to give us a referendum in Biafra land. Let the chips fall where they remain. That's right. Stop lying to our people. We are the people. We are the people. The power belongs to the people. And until you yield to that, either one word or other, Biafra will be restored by the grace of Chukwu. Good day, my brother.
so much. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let's see, I don't have any more time left, but I will take just one call as the last call for today. Let me take this one from Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please make it very haste. We don't have any more time left.
Okay. Mazi IYKE.
There we go.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Chisom Ejike. My name is Chisom Ejike.
Welcome to the program.
I hope I'm coming out clear. Okay.
Loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. My veteran, I want our people to understand. These very two couple now are the people. These people are having problem with Nigerian military, Nigerian army. The wife is 75 intake, and the man was 85 intake, and they say 8 years you will not marry. If you are serving Nigerian army, if you never serve up to 8 years, you will not marry. And these two couple has never served for 8 years. And the army are questioning them that the both of them will not marry. This will happen last year. I don't know why our people are forgetting it. They say that they will not marry. So they are having a problem with the Nigerian military force already. Before this incident happened. Okay, they are supposed to wear the Makodi that the same day. There's someone that's supposed to wear the Makodi that the same day, which is ceremonial clothes. If he was approved by Nigerian army, he would be with the ceremonial clothes. And they say that they were killed in Imo State. How comes? On packlet, they're supposed to wear it in Makodi. Then they're not seeing them in Imo State. In Oro. How possible? Inside car. And how can they only single two of them and know that they are military people? That they are not even with their private car. We will say maybe armed robber will lay them on the road. People, I know that they are military people, and left other people there. This is castrated planned by Wachuku, this army spokesman. I want to let him know what happened to Brigadier John Enenche. Upon what John Enenche did, that Idoma man, the Fulani did not spare him community. The Fulani did not spare him community. Wachuku, army spokesman, Wachuku, whatever you do, when you kill your people finish, I will see who will fight for you. If only you be in community, I will see who will you send message. I will know where you will live. Atom Zeribe is dead today. Atom Zeribe will stroke for how many years? People forget. The same evil he did that Babangida did. Babangida himself is still in stroke. Two of them commit the same blunder. But this man has people during the war. You see, he has no merit. They will not bring him cops. They will do what they do to India Amin. What they do to India Amin, they did not allow them to bring India Amin back home. Back home and come and the people say no. The better men say no, India Amin will not come back home. When anybody know about Uganda, they ask about the better men. The better men say India Amin will not come back. They will not bury him. That they will take him through Kenya and bring him. That they will not take him and pass back their capital. Pass Kampala. That is what's supposed to happen to you, because a person here Kanu or Zamfara. This should be a lesson to those of them. Should be a lesson to every one of you. This should be a lesson to you people. After killing your people, nobody will fight for you.
Thank you.
When you come back, we will check you out. God bless you.
God bless you. All right. Thank you so much. All right, we'll finally come to the end of today's program. I know a lot of people still want to call, but unfortunately we can't. What I would do in the future is probably add more time to the calling hours, because normally I allow you to call from 8 o'clock my own time to about 45 minutes. So maybe I can add another extra 45 minutes so I can make it 1 hour for you to make your calls. Of course, this is Radio Biafra. Somebody's still calling me on the other line. I can't take any more calls at this time. We have to go. From me to you, I'll say goodbye, and don't forget that Biafra for us remains our religion, no matter what anybody does. I'll be with you again tomorrow, but please stay tuned. Don't go away because Mazi IYKE is coming. And don't forget that actually tomorrow the Australians are coming in. They're coming in to be with you. Normally they come in every Wednesdays, and I promised them already I'm going to host them tomorrow. So stay tuned. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're going off the air. Mazi IYKE is very much ready for you. Alright? Stay tuned, don't go away. Bye-bye.
I believe. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. Insecurity. Let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. Insecurity. Let your kingdom come.
Windows and curtains, green lights every building. When I think about how blessed we are.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet. We welcome you once again to another very exciting edition of Radio Biafra live presentation on this very day, Wednesday, the 1st day of July, in the year of our Most High Elohim, Chipozika Biama Prunian in 2020. The time now is precisely 7 minutes past 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra, and by the same number of minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are domiciled, irrespective of where you are living, across the entire 24 time zones of this very world. People are tuned in, they are listening to this very presentation this evening, this very gospel of hope, a gospel of truth, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of freedom, a gospel of emancipation, not just for Biafrans, not just for every ethnic nationality trapped in the damnable zoological republic. It is for the entirety of Africa and also black people wherever they are. If you wish to be free, you must be able to discern, you must be able to reason, you must be able to possess a little bit of common sense. If you don't have any of those things, you're finished, and there is no way you can be free this evening. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to some of you. Encourage those who are around you to get closer to listen with you. If they cannot listen via the same platform that you're on, please direct them somewhere else, because we are on FM in Biafra land, we are on satellite, we are on various apps. We are also on YouTube as well. People are streaming this very content right across social media this precise moment, because everywhere is at a standstill. They know when they listen to us, they will hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, because we maintain very scrupulously so that we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. We have come to restore Biafra
and that Biafra must be restored in our time. We are going to do, we are doing, and will continue to do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra is restored. Our enemies are wasting their time. Our enemies know that they are bruised. We are fighting a multifaceted war on many fronts, and we are winning all of them. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. I am the director of Radio Biafra and the director of Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High God, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. I will not take your time any further. We shall proceed to pray, after which we shall delve into the substance of tonight's presentation. If you know you are of a weak constitution, this is not a program, this is not a broadcast for you to listen to, because here we shall speak the truth, because here we don't have any space for reformed saboteurs, because a sabot can never be reformed. It is in their bone marrow, it is in their blood. Once the time comes, they will begin to fall out of the woodwork. That is why there is no pity for all the traitors. There won't be any. It doesn't matter how many there are, there will be no pity for them. If they like, they can go and align themselves, not just with the Sultan of Sokoto, not with Taiwan, not with Miyala. If they like, they can go to Taliban and form alliance with them. If they prefer, they can go to Al-Qaeda and form alliance with them. Insofar as this very march is concerned, insofar as we are marching into our God's own promised land, the land of Biafra, there is nothing the enemies can do. Absolutely nothing. And very soon we shall show them. Very, very soon and imminently, we are going to make them understand that the land belongs to us. If you are not afraid of the truth, then listen to us. If you are afraid of the truth, then quite frankly, you have no business listening to us. Because here we preach the gospel truth. We don't give a damn who is concerned or who is adversely affected by it. As long as it is the truth, that is what we are here to preach. We must pray. And I will pray in the language of heaven, if you will permit me. Ezi onye nwanyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-efe, onye mbara igwe na-egosi ọlụ aka ya, onye na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, n'ihi na ndị Igbo si na chi bụ eze. Anyị were aha dị etu a wee na-abụ ụmụ anyị, n'ihi na onye ọbụla gị na-abụ eze ebube dị ngọzi, egwu adịghị atụ ndị dị etu a. Anyị were IPOB wee nyefee ihe n'aka eze ebube dị ngọzi, wee were ezinụlọ Biafra n'ụwa niile wee na-eche n'iru gị, ka amara gị na-ebere gị wee zuo oke n'ime ndụ anyị, ka i wee gosi anyị ụzọ nke eziokwu gị, ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ n'otu n'otu. N'ihi na onweghị onye ọbụla eji ama atụ si na ọ bụ ya yiri gị eze ebube dị ngọzi. Akwa ọbịa mere ụmụ gị bụ ụmụ Chineke anaghị efe arụsị. Onye nwe m dị n'igwe, biko anyị anaghị eme ihe ọbụla aka mere nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị ikoto na nsọpụrụ niile kpuru. Onye nwe anyị dị n'igwe, eze ebube, nna ndị ụmụ ogbenye, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ onye kere ihe niile kere eke, mana onweghị onye kere ya. Lekwa ka ebube gị si wee sachi ihe niile nke ikere eke. Lekwa ka ịma mma gị si wee zuo oke n'ime ndụ ndị gị. Onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị ji. Anyị enweghị egbe, anyị enweghị ma anyị enweghị ọta, anyị enweghị ego, mana ọ bụghị na-edu IPOB n'ụwa niile. Aha wee na-ehi ntụndụ ebe niile ụwa sọpụrụ. Onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna, ọ bụghị site n'ihe nke mmadụ dị ndụ mere, ọ bụ site sọsọ na ebere gị na amara gị na ọmịiko gị na ịhụnanya gị ebe ndị gị nọ. Anyị wee na-akpọkwu aha nsọ gị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị ọbụla dị ka ndị mmụọ ozi si wee na-efe gị n'igwe nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Na anya ọnwa anyị bụ ndị dị ndụ n'ala nke dị na-akpụ isi ala nye gị. Anyị esi na anyanwụ na-egosi ịhụnanya gị Chineke nna nke igwe. Etu a ka kpọndụ si wee na-eti, na-asị na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna. Elu ugwu ma dị ka nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, ọ bụla na oke ufe nna nke igwe. Anyị wee na-atụ na ọ bụ naanị gị na Chineke niile na ọ gbadoro aka gị. Lekịtị wee na-eme n'ụla ndị iro ndị Biafra niile bere na ha nọ n'ụwa. Iwe na-emefọ ndị ọjọọ, aka chi ha wee na-aba ha ọnụ n'ihi na ka ha ọrụ ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa ndị dị etu agaghị abịa enwe m ha ga anọ ndụ wee hụ Biafra ka ha rabụ ndị ikwu ndị ka ha wee megide isiokwu gị bụ mkpa nke ndị ọnwa anyị na-adị ụbọchị niile onye bụ nna Chineke nna ihe ga-abụ kiri dị etu a ma anyị niile bụ ndị nwe obi tọrọ obi aṅụrị n'ime gị anyị niile bụ ndị nwe ezi ịhụnanya ebe nzọpụta ya nọ mgbe niile ka anyị na-asị nna nke dị nsọ na anyị ga-ebuli gị elu ọka aka anyị ga-ebuli gị elu nwanne otu onye anyị na-ebuli gị elu anyị na-asị gị biko na eze ebube dị ngọzi n'otuto onye na-asọpụrụ ile dara aha nsọ eze ndị eze site n'ebighị na were ebighị ise ise ise. We must proceed therefore unstoppably this very evening from this very location to preach this very gospel that we have been given to preach. I am sure that some of you brought your pen and your paper with you, and for the Janjaweed, those of you that have not moved on from their slate and their chalk, that you are trying as much as you can at least to graduate into the use of a pencil and a piece of paper. I welcome each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart, and I do like the debate that is raging everywhere. I love debate, I love it, and hopefully one great soul will abandon the habitation of gossip that is Facebook and meet me live on air on Friday. You will come on air and we will debate live. You will co-host the program with me. So it is not an issue of anybody being disconnected, because I know that the workers of iniquity and idol worshippers, we know that all the forces of darkness are gathering against this unstoppable march of light. But I want to prove it to the whole world, especially to those who are listening, that darkness can never defeat light. That is why I challenge anybody, if you claim you are intelligent, Friday morning, 7 a.m. in the morning on Friday, I will add you on Skype, and you will co-host the program with me. If after that very program, you still regard yourself as a human being, then I will know you are intelligent indeed. But I can assure you categorically, and without any hesitation or prevarication, that you will not survive it. Nobody can. If you claim you are learned, you come forward. Can learn in any. If you claim you are learned, abandon the realm of gossip and Facebook. I challenge that very individual. So, from then on in, you will not be able to show your moronic face in public anymore. That is who we are. Some of them say we are arrogant. That is your prerogative. We are the way we are because we are blessed. We are the way we are because we do things that other black people can never ever do. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We are the way we are because we are IPOB. We are the way we are because we are unstoppable. We are the way we are because Biafra must be restored. It doesn't matter what you do, how you grumble, how you complain, it is inconsequential. The only thing that matters is freedom, and that's what we're pursuing. We have not come here to embellish or to decorate words. Never. If you want that, you go to the British of 1887 to 1960. Or should I say to the British that is remote controlling your useless, hopeless lives to this very day. Some are upset. Now that we insult them, the type of language we use, so that you may be able to reason. Are you not listening now? And most of you not now listening anymore. That before we go any further, there is a clip that has been played everywhere, it's gone viral. is been analyzed and interpreted from every dimension. But in keeping with our tradition here, on this hallowed platform, we shall dissect that very video this evening. For the world to know where your problem is coming from, those you should be upset with. Don't be upset with IPOB. You should be upset with your inability. You should be upset with your idiocy not to recognize the dangers in front of you. People are getting upset because of how they are spoken to, not because their mothers are being raped and their daughters abducted. That is what I say about the brain of a black man. It is warped. Everything is always upside down. You are not concerned about people who are being slaughtered. You are concerned about the message, or should I say this, the way the message was delivered to you. That is how foolish some of you are. You are irredeemable anyway. You have been tutored and schooled under a system presided over by Janjaweed Alamajiri. I don't expect most of you to be discerning and to be intelligent enough to take the message and not the way the messenger is dressed. We must proceed. I will play this same video again, please, and I want it to be posted. This same video about what Britain did to most of you, if not all of you. If not all of you. Listen to it very carefully, and then we will be able to analyze it. Because this is where every problem that I have with the brain of a black man is encapsulated in this very video. Everything, every problem that I have with our inability to reason, I keep harping on it all the time. Forget about the semantics, forget about the romancing of the words. We are not here to romance words for you. We are here to let you understand the stupidity you're in and to get yourself out of it. Listen to this. Maybe then some of you will appreciate the degree of the mess you're in. Listen.
May I say how delighted we are to be on Passion.
The British man with a wife.
To an African television station.
Yes.
Decades. This is something we have looked forward to for such a long time, and we're so happy to be here.
Yes.
Mr. Aaron Smith was a young, bright, and principled Oxford University graduate.
Oxford
was recruited by the colonial office.
The same Oxford that most of them went to, I went to Oxford, I went to Cambridge, I went to Princeton, I went to Harvard. I want you to see, to understand, to appreciate how somebody
Aaron Smith was a young, bright, and principled Oxford University graduate.
Oxford was
recruited by the colonial office.
The same Oxford that most of them went to, I went to Oxford, I went to Cambridge, I went to Princeton, I went to Harvard.
We have marketing boards that market
when
you build all these silos all over the country, give contract to Igbo, make them build those silos. Tell them that now you go get license, like Cosmos Maduka, all those big people, just give them license, say now I go to market Nigerian food all over the world. You see that Nigeria will become an agrarian country all of a sudden. Because I don't know where people they buy food. Is the booking the only thing, you know, I'm even about to call you now. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just saw your WhatsApp message. So I'll call Mr. Ibudu, the head of admin. So that